In the bustling town of Amaigbo, Adan was known far and wide as the best tailor. Her shop, Golden Stitches, was the go-to place for exquisite gowns, perfectly fitted suits, and custom traditional attires. Adan's craftsmanship was unparalleled, and her business thrived, drawing customers from neighboring villages. One day, Amaka, a young and charming woman with an air of mystery, walked into the shop. She introduced herself as an aspiring tailor who admired Adan's work. She begged to be hired as an apprentice, claiming she wanted to learn from the best. Adan, moved by her sincerity and charisma, agreed. At first, Amaka seemed eager to learn, working hard to impress Adan and her loyal customers. However, it wasn't long before her true intentions became apparent. Amaka secretly began copying Adan's designs and techniques. Under the pretense of helping the customers, she would subtly convince them that Adan's prices were too high and suggest cheaper alternatives. She even started offering to sew for them in her own spare time, using leftover fabrics from the shop. As weeks turned into months, customers began to dwindle. Many complained about delays, misplaced fabrics, and sloppy work, things that had never been issues before. Adan was confused until she overheard two of her regular clients discussing how Amaka's work was almost as good and half the price. Realizing what was happening, Adan confronted Amaka. But Amaka, with no remorse, revealed she had already set up her own shop just a street away. She had stolen not only Adan's designs but also a significant portion of her client base. To make matters worse, Amaka spread rumors that Adan was using old-fashioned techniques and cutting corners to maximize profits. The once thriving Golden Stitches fell into decline. Adan struggled to regain her reputation, but the damage had been done. The betrayal shook her deeply, leaving her questioning her trust in others. Despite the setback, Adan vowed to rebuild her business, focusing on her craft and the loyal customers who stood by her through the storm. Meanwhile, Amaka's new shop flourished for a time. But without the discipline, integrity, and skill that Adan possessed, her business eventually crumbled under complaints of poor quality work and unfulfilled promises. In the end, Adan's dedication to her art allowed her to slowly regain her rightful place as Amaigbo's most beloved tailor, proving that integrity always triumphs over deceit. Adan's journey to rebuild her tailoring business was not easy. Her name had been tainted, and many of her former customers were hesitant to return. But Adan refused to give up. She decided to focus on what she did best, her unmatched craftsmanship and her unique ability to design outfits that perfectly reflected her clients' personalities. Adan started small. She reached out to her most loyal customers and offered to create exclusive designs for them at discounted prices. She also participated in local events, sewing clothes for charity and showcasing her skills. Slowly, people began to notice the difference between her work and what Amaka had been offering. The word spread that Adan's quality and dedication were irreplaceable. Determined to modernize her business, Adan also took steps to stay ahead of trends. She enrolled in an advanced tailoring course in the city and introduced new techniques and fabrics into her designs. She started sharing her creations on social media, reaching a wider audience beyond Amaigbo. Her online presence caught the attention of boutique owners in the city, who began placing orders for her custom designs. Meanwhile, Amaka's business struggled under the weight of her own shortcuts. Without the skills or the discipline to sustain her growing customer base, she became overwhelmed by complaints about poor quality stitching, missed deadlines, and the use of substandard fabrics. Her reputation began to crumble, and the customers she had stolen from Adan slowly drifted back to Golden Stitches. Adan's perseverance finally paid off when she landed a major contract to design the outfits for a high-profile wedding in the city. The event was attended by dignitaries and celebrities, and her stunning designs became the talk of the town. Orders began flooding in, not just from Amaigbo, but from all over the region. Adan took this success as an opportunity to expand her business. She opened a new, larger shop, hired trustworthy apprentices, and even started teaching tailoring to young women in her community, ensuring her craft would live on. As for Amaka, she disappeared from Amaigbo as quietly as she had arrived. Rumors spread that she had tried to start another tailoring business in a distant town, but her reputation followed her, making it nearly impossible to succeed. In the end, Adan learned a valuable lesson about trust and resilience. Despite the pain of betrayal, she grew stronger and wiser, proving that hard work, honesty, and dedication are the keys to lasting success. Golden Stitches not only reclaimed its former glory but became a symbol of triumph over adversity, inspiring others to rise above challenges with grace and determination. Adan's new chapter brought with it a deeper sense of purpose. She not only focused on her craft but also on uplifting others in her community. Her tailoring school, Stitch for the Future Academy, became a beacon of hope for young women who dreamed of better lives. Adan taught her students more than just tailoring. She shared her story of betrayal and resilience, emphasizing the importance of hard work, integrity, and professionalism. Her school grew rapidly, attracting students from nearby towns who were eager to learn from a master of her craft. Adan also partnered with local organizations to sponsor underprivileged girls, providing them with tools and resources to start their own tailoring businesses. With her new success, Adan diversified her business further. She launched a clothing line called Adan Originals, which blended modern styles with traditional African aesthetics. The line was an instant hit, featured in fashion shows and even exported to international markets. Adan became a celebrated name in the fashion industry, earning awards for her contributions to preserving cultural heritage through fashion. Despite her rising fame, Adan remained grounded. She continued to work in her shop, creating custom designs for her loyal clients. Her humility and dedication endeared her even more to the people of Amaigbo, who took pride in her achievements. Years later, Amaka resurfaced in Amaigbo, but not as the confident woman she once was. Life had humbled her, and she approached Adan with an apology. She admitted her wrongdoings and explained how her greed and impatience had ruined her. Amaka asked for a second chance, not to steal, but to learn. Adan, though initially hesitant, chose forgiveness. She offered Amaka a chance to enroll in her tailoring school as a student, under the condition that she abide by the rules and earn her place. Amaka accepted gratefully, promising to make amends for her past. The decision to help Amaka was not easy, but it cemented Adan's legacy as not just a successful businesswoman but a compassionate leader who believed in second chances. Amaka, under Adan's mentorship, began to rebuild her life, this time with honesty and hard work. Golden Stitches and Stitch for the Future Academy became symbols of redemption, resilience, and the power of community. Adan's story continued to inspire generations, proving that integrity and kindness could triumph over betrayal and greed. Her name remained honored in the hearts of the people as a woman who turned her challenges into opportunities, leaving an enduring legacy of hope and empowerment. As the years passed, Adan's story became a source of inspiration not just in Amaigbo, but across the entire region. Her rise from betrayal to unmatched success became a tale that was told at schools, business workshops, and even during community gatherings. Young entrepreneurs, especially women, saw her as a role model who demonstrated how determination and grace could turn adversity into triumph. Adan's tailoring school continued to grow massively, attracting partnerships with international organizations that supported women's empowerment. With their help, she opened more branches of Stitch for the Future Academy in nearby towns, offering scholarships and funding for small tailoring businesses. Many of her graduates went on to become successful entrepreneurs themselves, crediting Adan for teaching them not only tailoring but also values of integrity and perseverance. Meanwhile, Adan Originals expanded its reach to global markets. Her designs were featured in fashion weeks across Africa, Europe, and even the United States. Adan became a sought-after speaker at international fashion and business events, where she shared her journey and encouraged others to embrace challenges as stepping stones to greatness. Despite her global fame, Adan never lost sight of her roots. She remained a pillar of her community, investing in local infrastructure, supporting schools, and even setting up a foundation to provide microloans to small business owners. Her generosity earned her several accolades, including a national award for her contributions to economic empowerment and cultural preservation. As for Amaka, she flourished under Adan's mentorship. After completing her training, she started a modest tailoring business of her own. This time, she focused on creating affordable, quality garments for her community. With Adan's guidance, Amaka became a trusted name in the town, proving that even those who stray can find redemption through humility and hard work. The relationship between Adan and Amaka evolved into one of mutual respect. Though they would never be close friends, they shared a bond forged through their shared history. Amaka often expressed gratitude for Adan's forgiveness, and she became one of Adan's most vocal supporters, urging others to learn from her mistakes. In her later years, Adan wrote a book titled Golden Stitches, My Journey of Betrayal, Forgiveness, and Triumph. The memoir became a bestseller, touching the lives of thousands who found hope and strength in her words. When Adan finally retired, she handed over her business and academy to a group of her most trusted students, ensuring that her legacy would endure. On the day of her retirement, the town of Amaigbo held a grand celebration in her honor. People from all walks of life came to pay tribute to the woman who had not only transformed the tailoring industry but also the lives of countless individuals. Adan spent her remaining years in peace, surrounded by the love and respect of her community. Her story remained a living testament to the power of resilience, the value of forgiveness, and the belief that no obstacle is insurmountable for those who stay true to their values. Adan's retirement marked the beginning of a new chapter, not just for her but for the legacy she had built. Though she no longer worked daily at Golden Stitches or taught at Stitch for the Future Academy, her presence remained strong in the community. Her mentor, now seasoned tailors and business owners, carried forward her teachings with pride and dedication, keeping her vision alive. In her quiet moments, Adan devoted herself to mentoring younger women in informal settings, offering wisdom and guidance to those who sought her out. She became known as the Mother of Craftsmanship in Amaigbo, a title that filled her heart with joy. Children in the town, having grown up hearing her story, often visited her to share their dreams and seek her blessing. Adan also rekindled her passion for storytelling. Inspired by the lessons life had taught her, she began writing children's stories and folktales centered on themes of honesty, resilience, and kindness. Her books were cherished in schools across the region, and she donated all proceeds to support education and vocational training for underprivileged children. One of her proudest moments came when a young woman named Kolechi, one of her first students, opened her own chain of tailoring shops under the name Threads of Hope. During the grand opening of Kolechi's flagship store, she credited her success to Adan's unwavering belief in her potential. Mama Adan, as she was affectionately called, attended the ceremony, her heart swelling with pride as she watched her legacy blossom in others. Amaka, too, became a remarkable figure in her own right. Over the years, she fully redeemed herself, building a reputation as an advocate for second chances. She frequently spoke at events, sharing her journey from betrayal to redemption and encouraging others to rise above their past mistakes. Together with Adan, she co-founded a mentorship program for young people, aptly named Paths to Redemption, which became a beacon of hope for those seeking to turn their lives around. As time went on, Adan's influence transcended her small town. Her name became synonymous with integrity and perseverance. She was invited to prestigious ceremonies, often as a guest of honor, where her story was shared to inspire future leaders and entrepreneurs. In her final years, the town of Amaigbo decided to honor Adan in a way that would immortalize her contributions. The main road leading into the town was renamed Adan's Way, and a statue of her holding a pair of golden scissors was erected in the town square, symbolizing her craft and her enduring impact. When Adan passed peacefully in her sleep at the age of 92, the entire community mourned deeply. Her funeral was attended by thousands, including dignitaries, her former students, and countless individuals whose lives she had touched. The event was a celebration of a life well lived, filled with love, resilience, and purpose. Her legacy continued to thrive through the people she had inspired. Golden Stitches and Stitch for the Future Academy grew into institutions recognized nationwide, and her story was taught as part of the curriculum in local schools. Adan's name became a symbol of hope, a reminder that no matter the challenges, true success lies in staying true to one's values and lifting others along the way. Her spirit lived on in every stitch, every design, and every dream she helped weave into reality. Years after Adan's passing, her legacy only grew stronger. Her story became a cornerstone of Amaigbo's identity, inspiring annual festivals celebrating craftsmanship, community, and resilience. These festivals, named the Golden Stitches Festival, brought together tailors, artisans, and entrepreneurs from across the country to showcase their work, exchange ideas, and honor Adan's memory. The statue of Adan in the town square became a pilgrimage site for aspiring tailors and entrepreneurs. People from far and wide came to Amaigbo to visit Golden Stitches, now preserved as a heritage site, and learn about the woman who had transformed her challenges into opportunities for countless others. Adan's books and memoirs were integrated into school curriculums nationwide. Students read her stories not just as tales of triumph but as blueprints for overcoming adversity. Universities began offering scholarships in her name, supporting students who aspire to study fashion design, entrepreneurship, or community development. The Paths to Redemption program that Adan and Amaka had co-founded continued to thrive, providing mentorship and resources for those seeking to rebuild their lives. Amaka, now a respected elder in the community, often spoke at events, reminding others of Adan's generosity and the importance of forgiveness. She became a symbol of second chances, embodying the change that Adan had once believed possible in her. Meanwhile, Threads of Hope, the tailoring business started by Kelechi, became a household name in fashion. Kelechi and other former students of Stitch for the Future Academy formed an alliance to create the Golden Network, a cooperative of tailors and designers who supported one another in scaling their businesses. The cooperative ensured fair wages, access to premium materials, and training in the latest techniques. Globally, Adan's influence reached new heights. Designers from across the world began incorporating elements of her signature style, bold, intricate patterns inspired by African heritage, into their collections. Her name was often invoked at fashion conferences as an example of how to blend culture with innovation. The town of Amaigbo also transformed. Thanks to the economic growth sparked by Adan's initiatives, it became a hub of creativity and entrepreneurship. Young people who once left the town in search of better opportunities now stayed to build their futures, inspired by Adan's story. In a gesture of lasting gratitude, the people of Amaigbo established the Adan Foundation for Women and Craftsmanship, a global non-profit organization dedicated to supporting women in the arts and trades. The foundation funded vocational training centers, provided microloans, and organized international exhibitions to showcase the work of women artisans. Though Adan was no longer alive, her presence remained deeply felt in the community and beyond. Her story became more than a tale of personal triumph. It was a movement that empowered generations to believe in themselves, rise above obstacles, and contribute meaningfully to their communities. Decades later, when a young girl visiting Amaigbo was asked what she wanted to be when she grew up, she smiled brightly and said, "I want to be like Adan." And with that simple declaration, the golden thread of Adan's legacy continued to weave its way into the hearts and dreams of the future. As generations passed, Adan's legacy became interwoven with the very fabric of Amaigbo's identity. The town transformed into a global symbol of resilience, innovation, and empowerment, with Adan's way serving as a constant reminder of the extraordinary woman who had started it all. The Golden Stitches Festival evolved into an international event, attracting artisans, entrepreneurs, and thought leaders from around the world. The festival became not just a celebration of craftsmanship but also a platform for discussing issues like sustainable fashion, ethical entrepreneurship, and community-driven development. Every year, the festival concluded with the unveiling of new initiatives under the Adan Foundation for Women and Craftsmanship, ensuring her vision continued to grow and adapt to modern challenges. Adan's memoir, Golden Stitches, My Journey of Betrayal, Forgiveness, and Triumph, became a timeless classic, translated into multiple languages and included in global leadership and entrepreneurship courses. Her principles of integrity, perseverance, and community upliftment inspired leaders in fields far beyond tailoring, from business and politics to education and activism. Even more remarkable was how Golden Stitches itself remained a thriving institution. Under the stewardship of Adan's protégés, the brand expanded internationally, establishing workshops and academies in cities around the world while maintaining its roots in Amaigbo. A portion of the profits from every piece sold went toward funding scholarships and community development projects, just as Adan would have wanted. The Stitch for the Future Academy also became a global model for vocational training. Its graduates included renowned fashion designers, social entrepreneurs, and community leaders who carried Adan's teachings into their own spheres of influence. The Academy was particularly celebrated for its work with marginalized communities, providing them with skills and opportunities to break cycles of poverty. Amaka's story became an essential part of Adan's narrative, a living example of how forgiveness and second chances could transform lives. Amaka's own tailoring shop, though small, became a beloved part of Amaigbo's community, known for its affordable yet high-quality garments. She spent her later years mentoring troubled youths, sharing her story of redemption to inspire them to choose a better path. As the decades turned into centuries, Adan's legacy only deepened. A biographical film about her life was produced, earning critical acclaim and introducing her story to a new generation. Schools, streets, and even entire districts around the world were named after her, honoring her impact as a trailblazer who championed integrity, creativity, and compassion. In Amaigbo, a museum dedicated to Adan was established, preserving her original designs, tools, and personal items. Visitors could walk through her life story, experiencing the journey of a young woman who turned betrayal into a stepping stone toward greatness. Though she was no longer alive, Adan's influence was immortal. Her life's work became a blueprint for others to follow, proving that even in the face of the greatest challenges, it is possible to rise, rebuild, and inspire others. Adan's story continued to be passed down through generations, a golden thread connecting the past to the future, ensuring her values and spirit lived on forever. Centuries after Adan's time, her story remained a cornerstone of global inspiration. The museum in Amaigbo, now a world-renowned heritage site, became a pilgrimage destination for artists, leaders, and dreamers. Visitors from every corner of the globe came to learn about the woman whose legacy taught the importance of perseverance, integrity, and community upliftment. The Golden Stitches Festival evolved further, integrating cutting-edge technology with traditional craftsmanship. Workshops in sustainable materials, AI-enhanced design, and cultural preservation became highlights of the festival. Adan's original designs were replicated using advanced techniques to educate future generations about the blend of heritage and innovation she championed. Educational institutions worldwide incorporated the Adan principles into their curricula, teaching young leaders about ethics, resilience, and the importance of lifting others while climbing. Her memoir, which had become a global bestseller, was adapted into interactive learning tools, documentaries, and even virtual reality experiences that allowed students to walk through her life and challenges firsthand. In Amaigbo, the Adan Foundation continued to thrive, expanding its impact to global scales. It funded countless projects, from providing clean water in underserved communities to supporting young entrepreneurs in developing nations. The foundation's flagship initiative, Threads of Change, connected artisans worldwide, offering them a platform to showcase their work while ensuring fair trade and ethical practices. The once small town of Amaigbo grew into a bustling city, yet it never lost its connection to Adan's values. Every building, street, and market seemed to echo her story. A towering sculpture of a golden needle and thread adorned the city's central plaza, symbolizing the unity, strength, and creativity that Adan embodied. Adan's legacy also inspired space for dialogue and action around forgiveness and second chances. Global conferences titled Paths to Redemption were held annually, exploring ways to heal communities and foster personal growth after conflict or mistakes. Amaka's inclusion in Adan's story remained a pivotal teaching point, illustrating how one act of forgiveness could transform a life. In time, a global network of Golden Stitches academies was formed. These institutions train millions in the art of tailoring and beyond, incorporating Adan's principles into their teachings. They became known as centers not only for skill building but also for character development, producing individuals who went on to change their communities and industries. Even as humanity progressed into eras of technological and social evolution, Adan's story stayed relevant. It became clear that her message of resilience, integrity, and community empowerment transcended time. People continued to look to her as a guiding star, a reminder that the threads of compassion and hard work could weave a legacy stronger than any challenge. Adan's tale was no longer just her own. It became humanity's story, a golden stitch binding generations together with hope, courage, and the belief that one person, no matter how small, can make an everlasting difference. As humanity moved forward, Adan's influence stretched even into spheres she could never have imagined. Her life story became a universal parable, adapted into various forms of media that resonated with cultures worldwide. Animated films, theatrical performances, and novels inspired by her journey brought her lessons to younger generations, ensuring her teachings remained fresh and impactful. One of the most groundbreaking developments was the Adan Global Initiative for Women and Arts, a virtual and physical hub connecting creatives, artisans, and entrepreneurs globally. Powered by advanced technologies, the initiative allowed individuals from even the remotest areas to access training, funding, and mentorship programs. Many referred to it as a digital Amaigbo, where millions could come together to celebrate creativity and resilience. Back in Amaigbo, the original Golden Stitches shop remained preserved as a timeless monument. Researchers and historians continually uncovered deeper insights into Adan's life, revealing personal letters, journals, and designs that highlighted her profound wisdom and relentless hope. These findings were displayed in the Adan Legacy Museum, drawing visitors eager to connect with the woman behind the legend. Adan's name also became synonymous with the fight for equality and empowerment. International leaders referenced her life in speeches, and her image graced global campaigns advocating for women's rights, ethical business practices, and community development. Her principles inspired a wave of entrepreneurs committed to blending profit with purpose, echoing her vision of business as a tool for societal good. Centuries later, Adan's legacy transcended Earth itself. As humanity expanded into interstellar colonies, her story was carried to distant worlds, inspiring new civilizations. Her principles of resilience, integrity, and community building were integrated into the cultural fabric of these colonies, becoming part of their foundational philosophies. The Adan Principles, a universal framework based on her life, guided the governance of emerging societies. These principles emphasized fairness, the importance of uplifting others, and the pursuit of excellence through collaboration. On planets light years away from Amaigbo, spaceships bore her name, symbolizing humanity's journey toward progress anchored by values. Back on Earth, Amaigbo remained a revered cultural and historical site. The Adan Legacy Museum was now a global landmark, recognized as a UNESCO World Heritage Site. The museum expanded to include interactive holographic exhibits where visitors could not only see but experience moments from Adan's life, from her early days in Golden Stitches to the challenges she overcame. The Golden Stitches Festival, now interplanetary, linked artists and creators from Earth and beyond. Designers on Mars showcased garments influenced by Adan's signature styles, blending ancient traditions with futuristic elements. The festival became a celebration of unity, creativity, and humanity's shared heritage, regardless of how far apart its participants lived. The Stitch for the Future academies evolved into global and interstellar institutions, teaching not just tailoring but advanced sustainable design techniques, ethical business practices, and leadership skills. Every graduate carried forward Adan's vision, ensuring her name continued to influence countless lives. Even as technologies advanced to unimaginable heights, people found comfort and wisdom in her story. AI systems designed to assist in education and entrepreneurship often referenced Adan's teachings, with many taking on her name to honor her contributions. AIs named Adan became synonymous with mentorship, guiding people towards success with the same values she embodied. Amid all the technological and societal evolution, the essence of Adan's story never changed. It remained a reminder of the timeless truths that transcended any era: resilience in the face of adversity, the power of forgiveness, and the enduring impact of uplifting others. When humanity's history was chronicled for future generations and civilizations, Adan's story was preserved as one of the greatest examples of human potential. Her life was no longer just a tale of a single woman but a testament to the unyielding spirit of humanity itself, a golden thread woven into the tapestry of existence, connecting the past, present, and future. Adan had become more than a person. She was a symbol, a guide, and a golden stitch that bound humanity together, ensuring her legacy would shine forever.